Marcia. Today I'm going to share a recipe with you, and it is Antipasto Salad. I'm excited to show you this, so let's get started. Antipasto salad is basically just putting everything you would possibly put into a pasta salad without the pasta. And, you know, I have had to watch how many carbs I eat. I've had to watch the gluten that I take in my body lately. So I've been looking for good recipes that are going to work for me like that. And I also am trying to eat high protein because I need that in my diet to help manage some things that's going on in my body. So anyway, I'm excited to show you this. I made this up a while back, and guys, I love it, and it's very refreshing. Now, I am going to share some more ideas today that you can add to this, and I think I might add to it just to see what it's like, because I've been looking on the internet. I'm going to show you the original recipe, and then I'm going to show you some things you can add if you want to do even more. Now, once again, there's a couple of ingredients that I did not have, but I am going to be substituting them with something similar. So, you know, these days, as high as grocery prices are, you know, you have to do what works best. You know, if you've got it in your refrigerator, use it. Don't go spend the extra money, you know, make it work. So the first thing is I needed some ham and some salami. I have ham, but I don't have salami, so I'm using some pepperonis today. And then I also normally use provolone cheese, but I don't have any, so I'm going to be using a couple of slices of Swiss cheese. It is just what I have. And I do not have a purple onion. I'm going to be using a sweet onion, and I've done that. So the first thing you do is you chop up your vegetables. Now, I have done some already. My eye's itching, and I'm so sorry about that. Whew. I have got like a fourth a cup of a yellow bell pepper, fourth a cup of a sweet onion, and I have one small cucumber. And I waited to cut this one up because I wanted to share with you the ones I buy. I buy the mini cucumbers. Now, an English cucumber would be excellent with this because it's firm enough, but the seeds are small enough. Like, if I get a cucumber that has the large seeds in it, I don't like it. I don't do well with that. It hurts my stomach. So I like the small. So I just cut the ends off. And like I said, the English would be good with this. And then I cut it this way, and I cut it into fourths, okay? And then I'm going to chunk it up. I love a good fresh cucumber in a salad. It's so good for you. And I love a bell pepper. I eat bell peppers every day, guys. I eat egg bites. I make myself high-protein egg bites. Or I eat scrambled eggs every day. And I always saute a little bit of a bell pepper in it because I love them. Now, with that being said, I do not like a green bell pepper that much. I can eat it if it's in a recipe, if it's cooked or whatever. But I prefer a yellow, orange, or a red. I think they just have a better taste. They taste sweeter. Now, they're more expensive at the store. No doubt, but you know, just how it goes. So if you notice, I'm probably putting twice the cucumbers in here as I would anything else. I just love the way they taste. Now, you could add celery if you like celery, if you want that crunch. I don't feel like this celery would go good with it, but if you do want that, it would be perfect if that's what you like. All right, and I've got me a good bowl here. I'm just going to dump all my vegetables in here. And I will put all of this in the description of this video, like the amounts and stuff, and you can change it according to your taste. So, however it works for you. All right, and this is real colorful. It's got a lot of color in it. And then I want to do some pepperonis. I'm going to do about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 slices. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8. Nah, I think I'll do 10. These go a lot further than you think. When you cut them up, they go further than you think. Uh-oh. And I normally would just have all this stuff sliced up, but I just thought I would do this today just to talk a little bit, because this is kind of a shorter video. I don't have to cook or anything. This is something that you can just do real quick, put up. Just cut them into little slivers like that. And like I said, you can make this as big or as small as you want. I like to make this and put them in little container cups, and I usually get 2 or 3 settings on this. I love to eat this. This is a great high-protein lunch for me. Well, I thought I had that open, and then I closed it. All right, now this is tavern ham. I'm hooked on this ham right now. It's one of my favorites. I get it at my local grocery store, and it's called tavern ham. It's got a great taste. I'm going to do, let's see, I got 3, 4, 5 slices. It's fine. And you can just kind of roll it up. And just do it like that, and then you can go chop it the other way too to make it smaller. And you could use salami in this. You could use turkey if you don't like ham. You could do turkey. Any lunch meat that you like. But like I said, this tavern ham is just kind of speaking to my heart right now, and I love it so much. So just kind of rough chop that, put it in. Now, provolone cheese is my favorite. You can buy smoked or non-smoked, it doesn't matter. But provolone is probably my favorite in this. But like I said, I had some Swiss, so I'm going to use what I got. It's a white cheese, so thank goodness for that. Now, Swiss has a stronger taste than provolone, and you could also use mozzarella. I have some shredded mozzarella, but I don't have any sliced mozzarella. So I like to use the sliced cheese in this instead of the shredded because I feel like it holds up better. You're just going to cut across here and make you some little lines. They don't have to be perfect, guys. Whoop, I'm making a mess over here. Trying to let my honey get down to the bottom. It didn't always want to go. Drawers opening. I'm having some difficulties today. All right. You just rough chop this. Just chop it into little bite-sized pieces. Like I said, this is a great lunch for me. Like I fix this and I can put it in little, containers, and I can take it with me to work, or I can eat it when I'm here at the house doing chores and I don't have time to cook. Gives me some good protein and my veggies. It's good for you guys. Good for you. And everybody's like, well, that processed lunch meat. Well, just do the best you can, guys. I eat processed meat. Some people don't. And if you don't, grill you some chicken and cool it, chop it up and put it in here. All right, and that's what we're looking like so far, okay? All right, now the next step is we're going to do some cottage cheese because we're going to add some protein in there. I love cottage cheese. Now, if you do not like cottage cheese, you could probably put this in a food processor and smooth it out, and you probably wouldn't even know it was in there. But this is going to give you a good amount of protein. I'm going to do about a half a cup of cottage cheese. And I have the low fat. That's what I bought at my store the other day. Whichever kind you like. And I always usually try to buy the small curd, okay? Because that just, it's just easier, especially if you're a texture person that's struggling. But I love cottage cheese. I've always loved cottage cheese. All right. And then we're going to add about 1/4 cup of some salted roasted sunflower seeds. Now, I love sunflower seeds. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to take me a handful. Maybe a little bit more. I buy these at my local grocery store too, at Food City. And they, you buy them in this little container and you get a ton out of it. So, all right, there's that. And then I always, in any salad I make, I use this Salad Supreme. It's McCormick's Salad Supreme seasoning. I love it. It has all kinds of flavors, and it's got some little sesame seeds in it. It gives you a little bit more crunch. I just put a few dashes of that in there. Got a lot of flavor in it, okay? All right. Now, I'm holding these aside for later, but this is another option. Like this is stuffed garlic, green olives. You could cut those up, put them in there for a little brininess. And these are marinated artichoke hearts. Those would be delicious in here too. But I'm just going to make this today the way that I normally make it, for you guys to see. All right, then you're going to have some zesty Italian dressing, some mayonnaise, lime juice, and honey, okay? Trust me on this. Now, some people are like, well, I would just rather do a vinaigrette to make it lighter. You can do that. You can do whatever works for you, okay? So don't let me keep you from doing that. But this is the way I like to mix mine up. All right, I'm going to do like 1/4 cup, maybe. And probably 1/2 cup, I guess. About 1/2 cup of that. And a tablespoon of mayonnaise. This kind of makes a creamy Italian dressing, y'all. Is basically what it does. I'm going to put that. And then I'm going to mix that together. I guess I'll do that before I do my honey. And this is a strong dressing. It's zesty Italian, so I like to cut some of that with honey. All right, so you're just going to mix that together till the lumps get out, make it creamy. This is a delicious dressing. I like that, okay? All right, and then I'm going to do maybe a tablespoon of honey. Okay? That just kind of cuts some of that strong. You still get all the spices. And then I'm going to do maybe a teaspoon of lime juice, okay? I'm going to mix that up. Like I said, this is so refreshing and I love it so much. And it helps me to stay on track. And then you're like, well, there's carbs in the honey. I get it. I get it. But you gotta have balance, guys. You gotta do a little bit of something. You know, you can't just, well, I can't. Let me speak for myself. I can't just eat a piece of lettuce and drink water every day. I gotta have some flavor. I gotta have some stuff going on in my food, okay? And that's exactly what this is. It's full of flavor and it's delicious. Now, I don't usually add salt. I might add a little bit of black pepper if I think it needs it. But there's so much flavoring in this Salad Supreme and in this Zesty Italian, you really don't need it, okay? All right. So, here's what she looks like. Now, let's taste it. I'll get me a clean spoon because that fork's kind of got all that dressing on. I want to be able to see what we got in here. Oh, yeah. Perfect every time. Now, if you want some more brininess in it, absolutely. If you want some more heartiness in it, absolutely these. I love artichoke hearts. Now, the only thing I usually use artichoke hearts for is when I'm making like an artichoke dip, like a hot dip that I'm cooking in an oven. So, but that would be amazing. They're already cooked. You just chop them up, add them in there for some bulk and flavor. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I bet heart of palm would be good in this. I don't know if you ever had heart of palm, but they are delicious. I love to eat them on the side, like with a sandwich, and they're really good for you. But those might be a good option to put in here as well. So many things you could do, like just unlimited things. But this is great, guys. It's got the crunch of the vegetables. It's got the heartiness of that cheese and that meat. You get your protein with the meat, cheese, and the cottage cheese. And then that dressing just kind of all brings it together. It's got a little spicy, not really spicy, I guess, just a lot of flavor with a little sweet hint, and then that freshness of the lime juice. It is really, really good. It really opens your palate up and helps you to have a party in your mouth. So it's so good. But anyway, that's how you do it, guys, start to finish. Antipasto salad. And guys, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meals with Marcia. And don't forget that everything you need and how to make this is going to be in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.